Hello everybody and welcome to the next daily recap with the DADAS trading system. What happened today on the DAX 30? Let's take a look. As you know, I trade the DAX 30 index every day, trying to find a few trades where I could make some money, right? Make some profit on it, right? So basically, what I'm doing is that I'm looking for opportunities during the day using my tools like the DADAS grid ruler, like the DADAS ATR ruler, and all my other indicators that I call price action indicators. Now, and also every day I stream live on my DADAS trading room Discord server, and you can watch me trade. Simply join the DADAS trading room Discord server, join the voice channel that I'm streaming on at the specific moment, and you can then see my screen. Of course, you can also interact with me, ask me questions, or even if you would like to talk, just simply start a conversation. And I will join in, of course, or if I'm not joining in, perhaps I'm away from the computer for some reason, then simply type in and in the day trading text, if you are English speaking, right? And of course, if you're a Polish speaker, then you can type in the Polish day trading text channel, right? Okay, so every day about this hour, it's at this moment it's a quarter past 10 p.m. Where I am. I was a little bit confused yesterday because my computer was showing something different. And today it turned out that my computer failed to synchronize the time after the daytime shift, right? Because we during the weekend we had the daytime shift to the winter time, right? So and my computer failed to synchronize, and I had a different time, which was 2 hours difference between the broker and my computer, and I was confused yesterday, but I figured it out today. Now I thought, because I thought, what the hell, something's wrong here, and I compared another clock, basically the one on my smartphone, right? And I figured out that there was something wrong on the computer. So I forced the computer to synchronize, and now everything is okay. Now, let's come back to the DAX 30. What happened today is pretty clear. I mean, yeah, right now it's clear. The price continued the bearish action, but of course somewhere around here, so during the Asian session there was a pullback, a correction, or a retrace, what you can call it. So basically for a moment the day was bullish, and during the opening of the London session it simply broke down, and then this level became support. Of course, the price didn't even reach that level at this moment. So still, right there, the move was kind of sideways, right? If we look at it at this perspective, so right here, it was still sideways, right? Oh, this is my DADAS ATR ruler. So if we measure it out like this, we see that the move was still sideways, and actually nobody was certain whether the market would go up or it would go down. Now the next thing is that the candles, these trend candles right here, are pretty big. So we can see, you can even see here that the price change from here to here was 80 pips. Even a bit like 81 pips. If we consider the extremes, right? The extremes levels. So in other words, the high and the low of this movement, then we're gonna have an even different picture. It's gonna be over 114 pips, right? So this whole movement, right? So basically, this was a pretty big consolidation. This sideways movement right here over this time was practically, like often or sometimes, that's practically the whole day, right? So there are times, there are days on the DAX 30 index that 114 or 100 something is the whole daily range. So basically, what I'm aiming at right now is that the movement of these candles was pretty big. So the ATR was ultimately pretty big, right? Now we can see that the price retested the highest boundary of this range, but it didn't break out. It came back down. It stalled right here, exactly on the 50%, right? It stalled right here, and there could have been some potentially longs right here, but then it turned around and started going back. It broke through the lower border, let's say, retested a little bit, and then broke down again and continued down, right? And at the very well, this is the last 15 minutes of the market before the 30-minute break. I mean, yeah, this one and the next one, because I have this code that hides the current candle, and that's done on purpose, right? So I don't look at the current candle. I don't see what's happening with the current candle. So yeah, that's what happened. And now we have the price is even lower at this moment, right? And in about 10 minutes, the 10, 11, maybe 12 minutes, 11. The market will continue for half an hour, then there will be an hour's break. And then it will continue, of course, on the Asian session. This is not the right time to trade anymore, so yeah, so we wait. Now, let's look what I've actually traded today. I've made a pretty lot of trades today, even though this was kind of a choppy, let's say choppy, uncertain. I don't know how to call it. Let's zoom it in and let's take a look. Well, first of all, when I first started observing the charts, it pretty much looked like after this double candle movement that the market would simply go down without too much of a hesitation. So first I went at one lot, and then when the market pulled back a bit, I opened another two lots. So I was in three lots right here. However, just after a moment of going down, which perhaps if I had called it, I would have closed it at a profit or somewhere around break even, because I had 2 and 1 down there. So halfway I would have been at a profit. So basically, there might have been some break even situation right here. However, I missed that and the price started going up. So I decided to turn around at 100, and I quickly recovered. Like you see, my typical movement, my typical strategy, let's say, varies a small amount of pips. I'm not aiming, if I get 5 pips then I'm lucky, right? So I basically, the moment I get a nice profit that's covered those losses, I simply get out of it. So I got out of it, and okay, then I decided to go long again. However, the market didn't look much. You see the pullback right here. I didn't like it, so I got out of it. I got in at 10 right here. So that was still pretty enough for me. Of course, this was, I think there was this, if not this, then this for sure was done on the M1 chart. This trade up here was made on the M1 chart. And, well, let's take a look at it on the M1 chart. See if we can find it. It's not there yet. It's right here, right? Okay. So this was on the M1 chart. It was pretty much. Oh, what happened there? I remember right now. No, my attempt right here on this 10. I attempted to get in on this trade directly after this candle closed. Now, after this candle closed, I went up to click buy over there, yeah, and when I did that, the price was already up here, and then that's the biggest cheat of the MT4. So I guess I gotta make myself, because yeah, I'm kind of not using this one so much. I am not using my expert advisor so much. I think I have to make myself a little modification to this expert advisor, and get myself simply the buttons 1 or 0, 1, 1, 10 and 100, so that I can click an appropriate button and open a long or a short position directly from this level, instead of looking away. You see, because the moment you're making the transaction, you are looking right here. Now, in order to make this transaction with this mechanism, you have to take your eyes away from here, and you have to open that one, and maybe change the lot value right here if you had something else. So yeah, before you do that, the price can already be away, right? And especially when you're trading this low time frames, like M1s, M5s, even M15s. So yeah, that's what happened right here, and that's why I got out of it pretty quickly, because I thought to myself, that's a bad price. I didn't get a good price, because if I had gotten the price I wanted, so the price I wanted would have been somewhere around here, that would have been around 10 pips. So around 10 pips, it's pretty decent for a scalp, right? Okay, so that's what happened here. Now, what happened here was a pretty nice. Maybe I should have entered a little bit earlier, or maybe I was doing that on the M5. I don't really remember if I was doing this trade on M1 or M5. Anyways, it was a pretty good trade. And again, you see that the price went higher, then started going down. That's why I got out of it. I got out of it at about 15 pips. That's a pretty good one. Yeah. Now what happened later? I didn't trade for some time, and then I saw a situation right here. And this one, I was even looking at the M5. I think, yeah, I was looking at the M5. Now they're gone. Okay, one more time. I was looking at the M5, and I decided to get in here because the price started going down, and when the price is breaking through the previous support, then it's there is a pretty much chance that it's going to continue for a bit, right? And that's exactly what happened here. I was satisfied with 20 pips. I got out of it. The price then pulled back and then moved even lower. Now, here's another situation, one of the classic situations where anybody can get quote unquote fooled. It's not really fooled. This is simply the strategy. The price went up, rebounced, pulled back. So I decided to go up because it pretty much looked like the market could have continued. Well, it doesn't want to continue, right? It doesn't want to continue. It's going down. So I turn around at 100 lots right here, and obviously right here the profit exceeds much like, I don't know, about 15 17 times the loss, right? So the profit is much larger than the loss. That's the kind of strategy I use. And you say, okay, I could have made much more money here. Of course I could have made. At 100 lots, I could have made much more. However, I was at around 5 pips, and the price was kind of jumping jack movement. You see that it actually closed bullish. So again, we couldn't have known right here if the price would have continued up or not. So there's a moment of uncertainty, but I'm already out. I'm already in profit, right? And then another 4 hour. This is the H4 Dadas pivot, and here the price again wants to go down. I get in, and I got a nifty 25 pips at one lot. Okay, these are the kind of trades I like best, and that's it. I mean, yeah, then the price starts consolidating, going sideways for some time, and then by the end of the day it goes down even lower. So that's what my trading looked like today. Now, yes, the trading today was because of the change of context. So, like I said, on the the candles on the M15 were relatively long, not in the sense that they were going in the direction of long, but they were the range of the candles was pretty big, right? Relatively big, and so it would have been it was pretty difficult to find a good situation, because the on the M15 the stop losses were like 100 pips or 70 80 pips, right? So the potential movements were also pretty big by looking at the structures. So that's why I went down to the M5, and perhaps I should have traded the M5 from the beginning today, because basically this is what we see right here. So this was a perfect situation right here. The moment, yeah, the moment the price started, we have here, not, I shouldn't be, you see, this is the difference. I'll show you. See, I shouldn't have actually entered this short right here. I should have waited, right? I should have waited because of this consolidation, or maybe not even because of consolidation, but because the price was at some kind of a low level right here. And these are the most often mistakes that happen, that the price is going, we think it's going to continue, we go short or long, and then the price stops, right? So these kind of moments aren't really very good to enter. So basically, what could have been the options right here, right? Let me show you this in another way. To show it in another way, the option is like this: that we have a specific low, right? At a specific moment, we have a specific low, right? And then we have to wait for the retest. Yeah. Then we have to wait for the retest. Now, when we've waited for the retest, we have the consolidation zone. So basically, then we have to look at the price action in the consolidation zone, and then we can decide to go long, right? And basically, yeah, those longs were actually, this long was the most proper long, and perhaps I should have waited it out better, right? So, but that's what happens when I'm not using both tools but just one tool, right? So yeah, and basically this was just my decision, and that's it, right? I mean, that's what trading is about. Trading is about trading and not hoping and wishing, right? So in other words, what I'm doing here is trading. Of course, I mean, you can clearly see that I have pretty much space here, but you simply need to adjust your trading to your possibility. So in other words, if you don't have this kind of possibility, perhaps you have you can afford zero point 0.1 lot and 1 lot, right? If you can afford those two and still have pretty much space for another lot, then you can do something like this. I mean, it doesn't necessarily have to be a difference of 10, right? Like I often have, right? Or 100 times, right? 10 times or 100 times. It could be just 10 times. And yeah. Or simply find another instrument that allows you for micro lots, for example, like 0.01, and where you would be able to trade 0, 1 and 1 lots, right? For example. Well, yeah, okay. That's the way. That's the way to go. I mean, instead of wishing, just start trading. Okay, that's it for today. So this was the daily recap with the Dada's trading system. Now I do these daily recaps every day, and I post them, of course, on my YouTube channel. So please like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell if you would like to watch these videos regularly. Or otherwise, please join my Dada's Trading Room Discord server with the link below in the descriptions, because then you can simply watch those videos on my Dada's Trading Room Discord server, right? So I do these videos regularly every weekday from Monday to Friday. On Saturday I do the weekly overview, so I simply look at all my trades from the week and do this short analysis to see how I'm doing. Like for example, my Kelly criterion right here, which is basically going up. Yesterday it was 1.43. Today for a moment it was 1.37 because of those losses, but then I recovered it back to 1.44. And of course, I also look on Saturday. I look at the at my statistics of the week. So I look at my win ratio, my profit ratio, and of course then we can see the risk, the potential risk I can take by the Kelly criterion. Okay, so that's those are the things that happen. Also, and those weekly overviews are also posted publicly. Okay, so or published, published as public. Now, public access. Now, on Sundays I make. I also post. These videos on my Forex Factory thread, or even 3 threads, because I have 3 threads there. And I also post these videos on my Patreon channel. Now, what is the Patreon channel for? Well, the Patreon channel is for my supporters who would wish to support me at a minimum of $17 per month. Of course, you can support me at starting $1 per month. We just need to be aware that Patreon is going to be taking a little bit more than $1 because of VATs and stuff like that. It's kind of international rules. So basically you'll be paying a little more and I'll be getting a little less. Or otherwise, if you want to avoid that, you can support me directly through my PayPal, and the links are also below in the description. Now, what does that give you? Well, that gives you the VIP role on my Dada's Trading Room Discord server. Now, what's the VIP role associated with? Well, first of all, every Sunday or every second Sunday, I make a video in English called Sunday with Dada's Trading System, and every other Sunday in Polish. So those videos are long videos, anything from 2 to even 4.5 hours. and I've already recorded a few of them. So those videos are only available to my Patreons or my supporters, right? At a minimum $17 per month. That's how it works. And in those videos, I go over very diligently and showing my tools and showing how I use them, how you could use them for profit on any other instrument, any other chart. I switch instruments every Sunday. I switch time frames to show you if it's possible to do the same on higher time frames, smaller time frames, right? Yeah. And of course, those are not the only benefits you will get by becoming my VIP supporter. Because I basically have this idea that every monthly pledge is being summed up, and then you can use it for to ask me to create a video for you, or to let's say get an indicator or an expert advisor, or get my help in creating some indicator or expert advisor for you, or for example, one-on-one trading sessions with you, right? By either TeamViewer or in a private room on my Discord server, for example. Or there is even a possibility where you can accumulate enough to get the whole system altogether, right? Additionally, what I'm showing you right here is just a piece of my arsenal, let's say, because basically, well, I have lots and lots of expert advisors and lots of my other tools that I created before. I'm just using a few, but I can help you adjust the tools and to your style of trading, to your character, because basically it is very important to adjust the trading style to the character of the trader instead of trying to fight with the market, because we can't fight with the market. We don't have any possibility to fight with the market. All we can do is adjust, right? Adjust. That's when we understand that it's all we can do is adjust, then we just go with the market. And of course, you will never get 100%, right? I mean, last week I had somewhere like 80%, or perhaps even over 80%. I don't remember. It's in one of the daily recaps, or it's in the last weekly overview. Yeah, which you will find on the video channel in English, and of course, and in Polish too. But my overall historical win-loss ratio is about 77%. So, you can never be 100%, right? Sometimes you need to take the losses, and then you simply have to recover those losses. That's the way we do it. Like somebody said, that's the way of the trader. Okay. Anyways, that's it for today. Thanks a lot. Like I said, all the links are below in the descriptions. Please take care of yourself. Wear your masks. Wash your hands. Be careful. Now, I've heard some good news that scientists have made great progress on the quality and of some new technologies with face masks, and they will be available pretty soon. And I heard that firsthand from a person who is working on such things, a scientist. Okay, thank you very much, and see you next time. Bye.